What does it take to truly connect with customers and stakeholders? In this episode, David Clements reveals his approach to getting closer to users, understanding their needs, and why building strong relationships within your team and with stakeholders is key to product success. Tune in for a conversation filled with actionable insights.
Really getting close to customers. So I spend the first half an hour of my day looking at the stats for the product that the products that I'm managing, to make sure I'm across how people are using the products, if there's anything that looks particularly good or particularly bad. And I think that's actually another sort of key point to draw out, is that you shouldn't just focus on when the graphs or when a stat is moving in the right or wrong direction, but you really have to try and understand why. So if you have a particularly good day yesterday in terms of daily active users or page views or whatever it might be, then try and figure out what that is, because obviously if you can capture that, then you can hopefully do more of it. So I think getting close to customers, not every day, but you try and speak to customers regularly. So I try and when we have usability testing sessions here, I like to be involved. It's not something that I sort of outsource to our UX UI team or our design team. I try to be involved in those interviews as well, often just as a sort of bystander in the corner, just to hear what customers are saying. I try to, if I have to converse with a customer who writes in, to our feedback email address or our leaves a comment on the App Store, I try to obviously try to respond and help with their query, but also try and convince them to join our panel so that we can actually test features with them. So as a round, I think just getting much closer, or trying to be as close as possible to customers is a really positive thing. I think the other thing is, there's two other things. One is being good with people. As I said, because as I said earlier, because as a product manager, you typically don't line manage your team. Sometimes people say that a product person is the CEO of their product, and that might or might not be wrong. But one area that you're definitely not like a CEO is that you can't just fall back on your authority and tell people what they need to do because you're their line manager. You have to try and influence them and inspire them to do things via other methods. So I would say, as I mentioned before, being really great at soft skills, building relationships with everyone, throughout your development team, and also your key stakeholders as well. So getting to know them, ideally on a sort of more social, relaxed level than very very sort of formal, stuffy meetings sometimes. So yeah, trying to build a relationship with them. Be that going for lunch, grabbing a cup of coffee, going for a pint after work, something like that is another great thing to do. I think the final thing is really understanding the business and how the business makes money will stand you in really good stead. So spending time with stakeholders, spending time with the finance team, spending time with the commercial team to really understand where the costs for the business are, where it makes its revenue, and that should help guide you in terms of when you then come to sort of prioritize things with stakeholders. If you have that insight, then you can really make a big impact on the bottom line.